Good morning. After work yesterday, I stayed up most of the night reading my book, which was really good, and I just finished it this morning. Gotta go eat some cinnamon rolls and mentally prepare myself for work, for working a lot this week. But it's good because I need the hours and all that. So I'm on my 10 at work, my 10-minute break, and I'm concessions today from 4 until 11:30, which means I also get a half-hour break here soon. Probably take that around like 8 if I can. A lot of times they just send us on breaks. They don't really say like, oh, when would you like it? I mean, it makes sense because they have to keep track of everything, but sometimes they'll give me my half after I've only been here for like an hour. It's like, oh, it's not really what I wanted, but it will. Before work, I saw the movie Parental Guidance with my family, which was it was cute. It was a like a family comedy kind of thing, lighthearted, and I mean there was some sad points, but it was very family friendly and all that. That was good. It was good. But now it's just back to selling popcorn and soda. I don't know. They put me concessions a lot, but my favorite thing is box office. I do best there. But, which is funny because lots of people hate box. I just don't really like concessions as much as box because everybody seems to be in a rush to get the food and get into the theater. But when they're getting their tickets, they don't seem to be as frustrated. But, oh well. Also because you have to, run and get things for them at concessions, as opposed to just clicking buttons on a computer to print out the tickets. That's probably a lot of it. But no crazy stories yet. Actually, from when my camera was stolen, I had, on my 30-minute break, gone on this long rant about this woman who accused me of stealing $3 from her that, I'm fairly certain I saw. Well, I mean, I didn't see I'm fairly certain her kid took it. So I put the change out in front of her, and I went and got popcorn, came back, and it was gone, and her kid's sitting there snickering. So, but she wouldn't take that, and she got very frustrated. And eventually, I think she found out, because she never came back and talked to me later like she said she was going to. She kept threatening, like, oh, I'm going to be here when they count your till, and it's over by $3 because you're stealing my money. Okay, lady, sure thing. People are strange. But, yeah. No strange stories yet. One thing, though, is that whenever people ask, how are you? I always reply with, I'm awesome. And they go, what? I always try to say it really enthusiastically, too. Like, I'm awesome. Or, like, I'm on top of the world. They get all confused, and then they smile, and, oh, I'm doing pretty good, too. I'll be like, I'm awesome. How are you? And they're like, I'm awesome, too. But, and whenever they say, like, oh, I'm all right, and I'm like, but you're on that side of the counter. Come on, man. And then, at that point, they're like, oh, yeah. And if people walk away smiling, then I feel better. Because I like making people happy. So I guess this is a good job for me. But, anyways, I think it's time for me to head back to work. I started this too late into my break. Okay. Well, see ya. So it's 8:30. It's a bit later than I would have liked to take my 30, but that's okay, because that just means that I got 30 more minutes out of the way. And then this will be over at about 9. It means I got 2.5 hours left of work. But the last movie today is at 11, which means concessions closes at 11:15. So that last probably 15 minutes before I have to go are all just going to be putting away stuff and cleaning up stuff. So it's not going to be dealing with people. But then usually about from 11 to 11:15 as well, there's not going to be a lot of people, so I'll probably just be sweeping things and occasionally ringing somebody up. But normally people buy all their food before the movie actually starts. So, I think that'll be okay. I'm very tired. I'm always tired, it seems like. Yeah. today's been kind of a blah day, it was just kind of bleh. But I'm fighting through it. And, yeah, unfortunately this isn't very interesting, or maybe anything, but, yeah, okay, I'm gonna relax now. So, I got home from work about 2 hours ago. It's 1:30 now. And, I'm just hanging out and watching some TV and going on the computer, in the basement. My house, we have a downstairs, I don't know, it's a daylight basement, so I have a tough time calling it a basement because it's not like concrete and unfinished walls or anything like that. I mean, it's just like normal rooms and stuff. And so I was closing concessions today, and people don't get that when I say, like, oh, I'm sorry, we're closed for consent, because we stop selling people things about 15 minutes after the last movie starts, which was at 11, so we closed at 11:15. And I was there for another half an hour, just like putting everything away. It was only me putting stuff away. They sent the other closing concessionist home early. But, just because, like, the way that shifts work, if you're scheduled for more than 5 hours, you have to take a 30-minute break. And it's easiest to just, leave 5 minutes early. But I don't know how that worked out. Somehow he ended up leaving at 11. And I was there until 11:30. I was like, ugh, closing by myself, which is tough, because all these people come up and they're like, oh, you can't just sell me one more popcorn? And I'm like, no, like, the computers, the tills won't turn on, and I don't have any money to give you change, and the popcorn's probably cold by now, too, because we turned off the popper, like, a while ago, but people just don't get it. Oh, well. And my voice is really sounding weird right now. Still getting over a cold. I finished that book this morning, by the way, at like 5 minutes after I woke up. I had stayed up until 3 last night reading it, or 4 or something. And then finally one of my friends convinced me to go to bed. So I went to sleep and then woke up and read the rest of it right away, and yeah, it was nice. I'm just gonna work on getting the rest of these videos online from the past few days, because I'm very bad about uploading them in a timely manner. But we'll see how I do. Good night.